Let's get it. Back talk, bro. What's up, Bag Talk? Today we're gonna help you beat seasonal depression.
That's a fact. So last time we talked to you guys about cuffing and we were playing pool. So now we're about to help you figure out how to beat seasonal depression and manage your finances while playing some basketball. Because there's a lot that goes on, so let's talk about it.
Let's get into it, bro.
All right, so the first thing I think we should talk about, bro, is the number one thing, right? Yeah. Eating. So all the time when people are depressed or it's raining out, it's snowing out, whatever, it gets dark out, people always order in food, right? So let's talk about it, bro. What we got for them?
Bro, what the biggest thing is them fees, bro. Because think about it, I know you're depressed, right? You're sitting around, you don't want to cook, you're not doing productive things that you would normally do when you feel up to it. So the first thing you want to do is, yo, let me order food. Yo, I don't think people realize how much that adds up, bro. You ever see them DoorDash fees?
That's a fact, bro. You literally are ordering food, right? And all of a sudden you'll be like, I ordered, you know, General Tso's chicken, whatever. Yeah. All of a sudden, $7.99. You got $3 for breathing charges. You got $9 for Uber Eats fees. Yeah. And then you got $10 for the delivery itself. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And not to mention the health effects it has. And one thing I learned from talking to like different professionals is, bro, what you consume, literally physically, like your food, is a direct effect on your mental health.
Yeah.
People don't realize, so you're compounding it. You're already depressed, and now you're compounding it with unhealthy food. So you're just, it's kind of like you're killing yourself twice.
Back. So what we want you guys to do at the end of the day, right, is one, go and figure out what you like to eat. And it doesn't have to be expensive, guys. Like, we want you guys to save money and create a budget. Every single month, there's a budget allocated towards groceries, right? Yeah. So what you want to do is go and get some fire food, get some greens in there, make sure you're feeling healthy. And then when you order that food in, you don't have to worry about eating crappy food. You don't have to worry about eating greasy food. You get to try different recipes. And you're saving money because you're not eating out and paying those fees all the time. So make sure y'all taking care of that.
Yes, most definitely, bro. And I actually want to get into something because, you know, obviously you work in corporate America.
Yeah.
You know, so you see this firsthand, bro. What about when it comes to your job situation? Can you elaborate?
That's a spooky time, right? So basically with the job situation, man, what ends up happening is when we're depressed, what we tend to do is, you got it. So what we tend to do, bro, is we start laying down on ourselves, right? Yeah. And then we don't perform well in our job, and then we might actually, you're good, bro. You're good. So obviously you see us in the gym right now. But what ends up happening is we end up at a job, we're depressed, we're not doing our best work, and then what ends up happening is our review gets impacted when it's time for like quarterly review or annual review.
Yep.
And now your boss is gonna talk to you and say, yo, you're not doing a great job of X, Y, Z, yada, yada, yada. And then all of a sudden, they might not give you your bonus. They might even fire you. Facts. And if all that's happening, you're not gonna be able to actually pay your bills. You're not gonna actually have a budget, and now you can't support your family or yourself, and now you're gonna get more depressed. So what I want you to do is actually go out there, right? Make sure you're trying to actually focus at work. Make sure that you're talking to people at work and having a good time. Make sure that you're getting involved in different activities at work, because now when you're actually having fun and you don't feel like work is a chore, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I could get better at my job. I can stay consistent. And now all of a sudden, your review is a good review. Your bonus is a good bonus, and your salary stays well, or it might even get better. So keep your job, make sure your head is right, and make sure that you're not getting OD down yourself, because it's a part of life, y'all. We're gonna deal with it together.
That's a fact, yo. And to speak on that too, bro, when it comes to this whole like corporate thing, yo, like you said, at your job, people start to feel discouraged because some people really don't like what they do.
No.
The best way to beat that is to make some personal goals for yourself, like short-term goals within your job. So you're now challenging yourself at your job. Because people be bored at the job because they don't feel challenged. You're doing the same thing over and over. So, bro, say your boss wants you to make, you know, 30 calls a day. Start challenging yourself. Let's be like, yo, let me see if I can make 40 calls a day.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, find little challenges to keep yourself motivated. Otherwise, if you're bored, bro, you're gonna, like I said, compound that depression. And that's something we're trying to highlight, is this compounding of your negative mental health.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So if y'all notice a trend right now, we talked about eating, right? Yeah. And then we talked about basically corporate America and how it could play a huge effect, but it's the compound effect, right? So y'all gotta keep that in check. And speaking of compound effect, that's a great book, right? So now I wanna kind of transition into how can you invest in yourself, right, while fighting seasonal depression and handling finance? So let's talk about it.
So one way you can invest in yourself is kind of like what we're doing right now. It's getting a gym membership.
Yep.
And going to the gym and working out.
Yeah.
You know, because as we know, we talk about physical effects, right? That affect your mental health. If you're getting right physically, you start to look better, you start to feel better, right? We already talked about diet. You're literally, your whole entire physical health in entirety directly affects your mental health. So invest in a trainer, invest in a gym.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to SK right now, because obviously you know my goals right now. I'm trying to get a little bit bigger. I'm trying to make sure I can be in my prime physique, right?
Yeah.
Yo, so you gotta invest in a trainer. And I knew seasonal depression is gonna come up. It happens every year. So I was like, nah, screw that. I'm not letting that happen to me again. Yeah. So I invested in a trainer because I knew it was gonna be very important. And for everyone saying, how does that deal with finances? Yo, it's in my budget already. I have a budget every single month to say, yo, this is what's going on here, this is what's going on there, and what's happening. So I'm not stressing it. Another thing y'all could do, to be honest, is deal with therapy. Oh, yeah. Therapy is absolutely great. Yeah. Should I talk about my stuff?
Yes, please talk to them about it, bro.
So I actually just went to therapy, right? I've been going for 3 sessions now.
Yeah. It's
been absolutely dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, is it money? Yeah, it's money into it. And at the end of the day, though, I'm not gonna miss you, because you know.
This guy's crazy. You stepping out to 3 now.
Nah, but to be honest with therapy, what ends up happening, bro, is a lot of people think it's expensive. So for everyone who thinks it's expensive right now, just remember, you guys have insurance. For all my high deductible people, you can actually use something called the HSA, Health Savings Account. Yeah. That goes towards therapy, right? If all my people who have a low deductible account, yo, you guys could actually use your regular card and it won't be as expensive because you have a low deductible. So make sure you seek therapy, because for me personally, it's been helping me out a lot, getting my mental right. Make sure I talk about things that's bothering me, and it helps me be effective at back talk.
Yeah, not for real, bro. It's crazy because him getting that therapy makes me want to get it, because like you said, this is the time of year for that. You know, so I know you've had good reviews about it, so I want everybody to please invest in that. I think a lot of times people hear us talk about investing and think that we're talking about it's only stocks.
No.
Or it's only a house. Yo, people, it don't matter what your portfolio look like if your mental health is not right. Imagine you had a bunch of money, but you had no happiness, right? So investing in assets, remember that you yourself is an asset as well, right? So you have to invest in yourself in that regard too. So please do that, because I know I'm gonna look into it. I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a fact. Another thing, right? So we talked about investing in yourself in therapy. We talked about investing in yourself physically at the gym, right? Now let's talk about this. When's the last time you guys went out and got a book? When's the last time you guys actually spent some time reading? I want you guys to focus on that as well, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, for people who really, really cannot afford therapy, for people who really, really cannot actually go to the gym because it might be expensive, books are free. Get a library membership, right, at your local library.
Or Audible. Invest in Audible.
Almost $14 a month. That's a fact. I wish we were sponsored. But nah, for real, like if you actually do that stuff, bro, what ends up happening is you can read some dope books. So my favorite book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, right? Ego is the Enemy is another one. There's so many different books. Like when we talk about marketing, Contagious is another one. Russell Brunson's book's another one. $100 Million Office is another one. All these books help me because it's getting my mental right during this tough time period. And it makes you like basically get all the gems from other millionaires.
Yo, bro, and you know another book that's great? I like it audibly, is Will by Will Smith.
You love that one.
Bro, I love that book because I was going through something at the time when he released it. I finished that book in 8 days.
Nah, he did. I can't even lie to y'all.
In 8 days, because I literally felt like Will Smith was just talking to me because I'm learning from his experiences. So that was like a form of therapy for me. And you know, especially when you have a mental health problem, the best thing to do is have somebody that could talk to you about it and give you value from their experiences. And so that's a fire way to do it. And speaking about talking to people, what about networking?
Yeah, yo, so that we can definitely talk about that.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about that, because what happens is when we're having these mental health problems or we feel like we're depressed or whatever, we do what? We isolate.
Yeah, we tend to, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, listen, we do it all the time. Like we would be hypocrites if we said we didn't go through this, right? Right. But last year, we actually fought it together because we were like, that's not happening. Right. So networking is huge, because what that ends up doing is we're not saying go and spend $9,000 at a networking conference. We're not saying that, y'all. You can literally go on Facebook Marketplace and go meet like-minded individuals in whatever you're interested in.
Bro.
Interested in gaming? They have stuff for that. Interested in entrepreneurship? They have stuff for that. If you're trying to level up in corporate America, they literally have free local groups on Facebook America in your own neighborhood. So go check that out. Or tip your friends, bro.
Facts. Bro, what do we do, bro, and COVID, right? So this is COVID time period. Everybody's isolated. Everybody's scared. What do? We formed Leaders League. You know what I'm saying? We formed a group with like-minded individuals, and we started attacking different goals. So another thing I could do is have an accountability group, which is what we did. Yep. So we was holding each other accountable on making sure that we're staying productive. Everybody's home. Nobody knows what to do. Everybody just wasting time and just letting their mental health get to them because you're isolated. That's the worst thing, bro.
And here's a shameless plug for y'all, right? For someone who right now is like, yo, I don't really go on Facebook Marketplace. I don't really have friends like that. Y'all want to be with us? You want to be with Rel and I? All right, bet. So what we decided to do, guys, is I need y'all to listen very, very carefully. We decided to launch a group. All right, we've been talking about this for a minute now. So what we're basically going to be doing is we're going to be talking about a lot of dope stuff in this group. We're going to have a lot of like-minded individuals. We're running a beta test right now, right? So if y'all are interested in this, we're going to have accountability group. We're going to have book club. We're going to have sessions one-on-one. We're going to have people, special guests that only come to our individual group. Yeah. So you guys have to make sure you check all that out. If you're interested, comment below on that.
Not to mention, every day y'all gonna get value on the stock market, real estate market, crypto market, everything. Every day we're gonna release audios for you to listen to. Quick little audios, just in the morning to stay up to date.
We're trying to think of a name right now. If you can think of a name, let us know. I think we're trying to go with like coffee with that talk, something like that.
We're still in the working it out phase, but I want y'all to stay on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe to this page. Make sure you're following us, staying up to date on everything, because that group, we already have people that want to get in right now.
Nah, you asked them we're capping. We're dead nuts.
No, that group is going to change lives. I know that for a fact. So remember, everybody, this mental health stuff is more important than, honestly, the finance stuff, because ultimately we want you to be okay before you even invest. So if you have mental health problems, please reach out to us. If y'all haven't noticed, we respond to every DM, every comment. We're really here for y'all. Like, it's a Bag Talk family.
That's a fact.
So please reach out and, like you said, seek therapy. Do whatever you gotta do. Follow every tip on this video, because we're gonna be here with you, fighting it with you.
Nah, it's definitely a fact. If you're still watching, we appreciate you. Thank you. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Plus, hit that little notification bell, because we drop
2 videos a week.
And you don't want to miss those, man.
Wait, hold up. I gotta end on a good note. Gotta end on a good note. Slap.
Okay.
And that was a one take. We catch y'all.
Peace.